So you just got your tornado arm rollers in the mail. You're like, what the heck do I do with this? That's what this video is here for. This is an installation video of your tornado arm rollers. My name's Joe and you're watching JBTV. Hello, this is just a quick installation guide for the tornado arm rollers. Now, I've already been messing with these rollers in the past, so I've got a temporary set on right now. So one of the first things you'll want to do is get your tools ready. I found the easiest is going to be with the socket wrench. This particular one is 3/4 size for your socket and 3/4 size wrench. That's going to be the size you want, and then just basically loosen it up. Once it's loose enough, then you can just hand loosen it. Now, if you want to imagine it, this could be actually the rear trolley. I just already took my rear trolley off for these other rollers, but these are getting changed. So sometimes if you feel like it's kind of tight, easiest thing to do is just take your tornado arm, lift up a little bit, so now there's less torque, and then you can just pull it on out. Lift up, and then you can pull out. When I first started doing these, I used a mallet, which you can use as well, but it's way easier just to lift up on the front and take that torque off. So now you'll do the same thing for the other bolt. There's going to be 2 bolts, obviously. Once it's loose enough, then you can go to undo it by hand. And same thing, this might feel a little tight. If it does, just lift up on the front and it slides out smooth like butter. Now, once you take the trolley off, imagine that was a trolley. Cool thing is, because of this pop pin, your tornado arm is going to stay locked in. Okay, so my camera just died. So on the bottom of your roller, there is going to be, if you can see that, there's going to be a letter on each of them. So this one is for T, which means top. This is important because your rollers are actually going to be offset size-wise. One roller is going to be bigger than the other, and this is just to ensure that they roll smooth. They're all going to have these nice needle bearings. So you can see right here, without the roller, this goes in fine. Now, if you put the roller in, you might think, oh, what the heck, this isn't going in now. That's because you've got to push up on the tornado arm because it's creating torque. So all you do is you push back a little bit. You see that? And here, without the roller, this is what you see happens. You see that? So it just creates that little bit of space because this wants to pull forward. So again, won't go in right now, but you push forward. Now we've got that little bit of space. Boom. Now it's in. From there, you just do your regular washer and nut. Then we get your other piece. Remember, this one's going to be a little bit more offset. Same thing though with the bolt trick. You're going to want to push forward just a tad so that can go in real smooth. And same deal, washer, nut onto the bolt. Remember, we had our hardware, right? That's going to be your 3/4, and you can do a 3/4 wrench. And all we're going to do now is we're just going to tighten it, but make sure that you don't over tighten it, because if you over tighten it, these aren't going to spin at all. For me, what I like to do is just kind of tighten it so the bolt is sticking just a little bit out, and that's usually going to be pretty good. You can tighten it a little further down than that if you want. This is kind of like my eye test of where I look to see, hey, we might want to start slowing down on the tightening. Pop in a little bit more from that point. But again, you don't need to have this be completely crazy. The last thing is to do the test, the roll test. And remember, whenever you're rolling up and down, one of the key things is always going to be to balance that torque of the tornado arm. With this roller, bam, look at that dual roller action. Here's another view close up of the rollers. And what I'm talking about with the trick with getting them to go up and down, this is all you do. You just kind of balance this bottom here. So when you go up, that's it. Feel free to leave any questions in the comment section. And as always, take care, lift heavy, and I'll see you next time.